Hey, Namaskar to all of you, all of in India and all over the world, wherever you are. Very happy to be with you. Today is a Sunday, the June the 18th. So it's beautiful out here, and I think it's kind of maybe hot, a little bit warm in India, wherever you are. Very happy to be with you, all of you. We have a very exciting day. Happy Father's Day to all of you. We'll talk about that a little bit. How we are going to celebrate Father's Day today with our bouquet of light and assortment and everything else that we have gathered for all of us to really be part of it. So we're going to begin with our invocation to beloved Zarathustra. Zarathustra, ascended master Zarathustra, is a Parsi, if saint from Mumbai area. I think people know about him. He's it's a very fiery one, I think. So we have an invocation from one from the YouTube. So we're going to begin with that, and then we start our regular program after that. So Jay, all yours, my friend.
Light descending from Ahura Mazda, penetrate all elements of being. Let light be reflected in light. O thou fiery one, mighty Zarathustra, we welcome you to the chamber of our heart. O thou great master of the eighth ray chakra, burn brightly tonight, burn brightly thy flame on the altar of our hearts. O Holy One of God, thou who hast shown us the way of the sacred fire consuming all evil ones and the energy veil, mighty pioneer in the separating of light from darkness, enter this company of souls who love you, who adore the sacred fire that you are. Take us then, tier upon tier, to the plains of heaven. Part the way by sacred fire. We gladly submit to thy flame, O Blessed One, whilst thou dost hold for us the mighty balance, all substance not of the light, all sticky substance of the human consciousness. Blaze, O fire, blaze, O fire, blaze, O fire of Zarathustra. In the name of Ahura Mazda, in the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, and the Divine Mother. Amen.
You might be thinking about the name Ahura Mazda. Some of you may know that, some of you may not know that. Ahura Mazda is the name that Ascended Master Zarathustra was referring to Sanat Kumara Kartikeya, and by different names is known in India. So not many people know that. Even in Parsi religion, not many people know that. But this is something that a revelation from the Sunday message teachings, that Ahura Mazda is a name of Sanat Kumara, that when he was in embodiment, I'm talking about Zarathustra, he really was a fiery one. He used the fire. I think people in Parsi religion, they worship fire also, So he's called a fiery one. So today, our celebration of Father's Day is based upon another fiery one master. We call him Ascended Master Babaji, Mahavatar Babaji, the fiery heart of Babaji that we will be talking about today. So I'd like to welcome all of you, first of all all of you have joined and who will be joining us to be part of the our celebration of the Father's Day on behalf of the Chananda Culture Society. I'd like to welcome JP Saab, Sarika ji, Hani ji, Rita Lamba ji, Lavina ji. Um, of course, very nice to have you, Azelia ji, with us. Uh, Gracie ji and our friend Gary Mullen from here in Miami, United States of America, and all of you all will be joining. I think you'll like this. What we have prepared for all of us, including myself. I was feeling very excited about when I was thinking about, oh, how are we going to celebrate Father's Day today? What it means. So little bit of intro I want to give before we go further into those. So we have a little bit of deeper understanding, maybe a wider understanding of the what is the Father Day mean, to from the Sunday Master's perspective, Sunday Master teachings perspective. So you know, Jesus spent many years in India. I think they're called missing years, lost years of Jesus, or is here at the age of I think 12 or 13, he came to India and he returned back to Palestine at the age of 30. So like 17, 18 years he was in India. He was learning uh, many things that he had learned before in his previous embodiments. His previous embodiments, Jesus also had previous embodiments, contrary to the belief that that was he was immaculately conceived. Yes, he was immaculately conceived, but the perception of immaculate is different in people's mind, many people's mind. So he was in India before many embodiments. So he came to India and he said he learned many things, but one great mantra that is relevant today and forever is that mantra goes like this: I and my Father are one. Well, I and my Father are one. Well, it sounds very simple on the surface. I and my Father are one. Yeah, he was probably his father was Joseph, by the way. His mother was Mary. So, so we can say that when he was saying I and my father Joseph are one. Well, that is a one interpretation, but that's a human interpretation. A Sunday master teachings we, that I have learned, I was sharing with you that you a lot of you know that also, is that Jesus, when he said, I and my Father are one, he was talking about Father as I am that I am, or I am presence, we call it, I am presence. So he was here to really become one with his I am presence. Mastery of having that all of us, we are doing the same thing. We become to one, we call it Paramatma. We call it high, we have a higher self, but that is not the I am is called the real self. So that is the difference between the real self and the higher self. Higher self is Atma, real self is Paramatma. Of course, the soul is called Jivatma. So we in Indian terminology, Hindu terminology, we can look at it from the bottom as we go up, Jivatma, Atma, to Paramatma. But Sunday Master teaching, we can call it the from soul, the lowest one, then we call it the higher self, then we call the real self. Those are the three components that we'll be talking about today. So that was one thing that Jesus mastered in his life that we are also mastering and we're celebrating today as on Father's Day. How to really become little by little every day. When we say we ascend every day, that's a goal of life, ascension. When we say we ascend every day, that is meaning of that. We are becoming our real self every day. That is meaning of the Father's Day, if you put it that way. Secondly, Jesus also, we have been told by the masters, Sunday masters, that he was calling I and my Father are one. He was calling his Father as his Guru. Who was his Guru in that life? Jesus, his Guru was a Sunday master, Lord Maitreya Buddha. So we have, so we have a Guru. He has a Guru in his, know, I think Maitreya was in etheric body, but because of his attainment of Jesus, he was working with him because from his previous lifetime, Jesus has so much attainment. So he was become one with vibration, one within the vibration with Lord Maitreya in I am present. And he learned a lot of things. So his perpetual mantra our perpetual mantra is this: I and my Father are one. And when we visualize that, when we say that, we can visualize our real self as in our heart as the Om. Om Tat Sat. Om is the same as I and my Father are one. When you say when you say I am that I am, is the meaning is same as I and my Father are one. So that is what we are celebrating today. We have the person of Babaji, Mahavatar Babaji, that we will be celebrating. You have a dictation he gave. Babaji gave two dictations so far that I know of from Summit Lighthouse Organization. One in 1979 and one in 1995. So both of them are. So we'll be listening to his dictation from 1979. It's only 8 minutes long. That dictation is fiery. Fiery, fiery. You feel the fire of Babaji's heart that we want today, all of us, to be part of that. So I think we'll be saying that. Before I will be celebrating that, when I say that, uh, what we will do is, Jake, can we have the chart of the I am presence, please, on the screen? I want to show something before we go to sing a song to I am presence. Yeah, this is old chart. This is old chart of the, we call it chart of the I am presence. It's your chart. When we say chart, that is a visualization, it's a reflection, it's the real. Sometimes you look at a chart as a picture. Oh, that's only a picture. It's not me. No. Picture is a worth million words, I can say that, 1,000 words, million words, crore words, you can say that. This is you. So this is the upper figure. And if we call the first higher body, we have 7 bodies, by the way. We have 7 bodies. So 3 upper bodies and 4 lower bodies. We're talking about the upper bodies now. If the upper bodies, 3 upper bodies are the, you can see the I am presence where it says Om. That is the first higher I am presence. Then you see the causal body, second higher body, the rings. The 7 rings are in 7 colors. We call it causal body or the body of the first cause. CAUSE, cause, because it's a the color represents our virtues. Color represents our good karma. The color represents our light that we have, that we garner, that is really using it to our heartbeat, to our whatever we do, and we are accruing. We are making good karma every day, and all the good karma that we accrue through thoughts, words, and deeds and feelings becomes goes in those different color rings that you know of, different colors. Our rings represent different kind of virtues that we have. The third one is you can see the person of Vishnuji in his 4 hands. That is your higher mind. So you can say that higher mind is same as your Atma. The top one is called the Paramatma, and the bottom one is called your person, you standing as a 4 lower bodies. I will show the chart of the 4 lower bodies, 4 rings, 4 concentric spheres, balls, little bit later on in my presentation. So what are the 4 lower bodies? I'll talk about that a little bit later. But these are my point was to show us that we have 7 bodies, 4 lower bodies and 3 upper bodies. We'll talk about that in a minute. But before we go further into that, what we like to do is we like to sing a song from the got it is from the YouTube. Is the song to our real self, our I am presence, our father self, our father consciousness, our alpha consciousness. We can say that we have alpha and omega. We call it our father, mother, God. So, Jay, can we have that song? The wording you can sing, you can hum. I think you can also go to the YouTube afterwards, and you can put the wording of the song. It's called the song, the Spirit of the Great I Am. The Spirit of the Great I Am. That is the wording of the song. So all yours, Jay.
Spirit of the great I am, now
as you were singing or him humming or looking at the words, make me light like thee. Make me light, L-I-G-H, still make me light like thee. We are beings of light, by the way. You know that we are the human body, flesh body, body of blood and flesh, bones, but we are the beings of light inside. Our soul is a soul of light. Our Atma is is a being of light. Our real self is a being of light. So you can use that mantra, I am light, I am light, I am light, I am light. Simple as that. And when you feel sometime not very positive, kind of feeling like in need of something, you feeling like you need have chant some mantra, so you can chant that I am light. You also saw that at the end, three circles, the white inside and blue and green outside, that's called the healing thought form. You can visualize yourself sitting inside healing thought form when you feel, when you're doing your degrees, when you're doing your om, when actually you can take a picture of that healing thought form. It's in your degree book. I think 50.05 something. I think that's or around that in healing section. You can put any organ of you, if some heart or anything head or any different organ that is hurting. You can take a picture of that organ and put inside that center of that picture. Again, you can visualize as you're being whole, being healed. So that is another healing way, healing of the physical, emotional, mental, and etheric bodies like that. That. So I think that was a beautiful song. You can meditate on each word of the song, visualize it. You saw the seven chakras. You sitting there in a lotus. The colors are different. You might be thinking these colors are different. These are not the colors that Google and other people have used. That yeah, those are the colors that are the pure colors of our chakras. We have talked about that. You can go back to, if you do not know much, please go to YouTube. I've talked about that chakra colors also under my name Jaspal Soni. If you put this, go to YouTube in the search, put Jaspal Soni, and you'll get many. I think about 50 videos that we have. And one of them is about chakra colors. So before you go further, I'd like to welcome Satija ji. Say, I'm looking at the of Gitanjali ji. Welcome. So we'll continue as where we are on our journey together. I'd like to talk about a uh, little bit about I am presence. I am present. The top figure we talked about, and I remember I was sharing with you. I am presence. I am that I am, or we call it I am. When you say I am that I am, that means I am as above. Presence top figure, the three figure. So I am that below in the physical body, and all I as above, so below, which is same as Om Tat Sat Om Om. As I am Om above, so I am Om below. Om Tat Sat Om. We call it sometimes I am or Paramatma or simple, just one word. Rather than saying Om. Or Om is short word of Om Tat Sat Om is Om. So when we say Om, we become Om. We enter Om. We become I am. And that is I found a clip, a video clip, very fiery clip from who? A Sunday Master, Moria. He gave this clip, you call it dictation, which is kind of a message released through it's not channeling, as you know that, it's a dictation from higher vibration from a Sunday Master Al Moria given to the Elizabeth Clare Prophet, we call her Guru Ma. And that was given on December 31, 1986. Only 5 minutes long, very fiery. And every word that he says is really a gem. Is a pearl of great price. You can say that one. I also put it on the Facebook. By the way, I put that on the Facebook a couple of days ago. So if you want to hear that again, please go to Facebook. It's a very recent one on the very top. I like to us to hear that. Hear that means listen deeply. Each word is saying that because there are so many pearls. He says that in his 5 minute long this message that sometimes we go through. We just don't get it, or we go through, you get washed away, and we said, well, that was very good. What did he say? I don't know what he said, but it still very good. But no, we want to say what he said, that you want to take even not everything, but maybe one or two great things that you want to make a note of that, if you would like to do that, because those are the like a raindrops falling into your heart, and you want to really capture them. You know that was a movie in India called um, "Boond Jo Ban Gayi Moti." "Boond Jo Ban Gayi." That was the title of the movie, a long time ago. So a lot of drops fall, raindrops fall. Sometimes the raindrops fall in fertile ground, sometime in the not fertile ground, sometime in the water flows, sometime a drop of rain found in a, what you call is a sippy, we call it in Hindi, sippy, or a, what do you call sippy in English, Jay? उसको
Shell,
क्या बोलते हैं? हाँ जी?
shell, shell.
Shell. So when drop falls into that shell, the seashell, it becomes a pearl. It becomes a moti, pearl of great price. So those are the dictations are like that. We hear them, and when they fall into the shell of our heart, when we are ready for it, fertile, becomes we always carry it. So with that, Jay, let's have that video from clip from Beloved Al Moria about what he wants to say about the I am presence, the importance of I am presence.
We desire to make you like us, not for you to become dependent upon us. We desire you to know that in this state of transition of the physical octave, you do need our intercession, and we gladly give it, and so does the messenger. But it is for a purpose. It is for the preparation of your solo. It is for the preparation of an instantaneous contact with the beloved. I speak of the beloved mighty I am presence, and I tell you, if you have not experienced firsthand the breathless, profound, and all-enfolding love of the presence, the warmth, the joy, the communion, the intimacy, the sense of well-being, the self-knowledge that you are forevermore locked in your I am presence, though you make your bed in hell, though you descend to the astral plane in or out of the body in life or in death to balance an old score there. Wherever you are, you cannot flee from the presence because you have, with our assistance, made the contact. I would say, beloved, and I shall make it the first course of your 14 weeks with me, that the meditation upon the presence, the decrees to the presence, the pondering and thinking upon the presence and the love of that person of the Father is the most desperate need. You see the chart, you say the tube of light, you call to the beloved, but something has kept you from a profound desire to know that presence face to face and to pursue it with the hot heat of an intensity that comes from the self-knowledge that as long as I am separate from my God, I am in the gravest danger in this time-space continuum where I find myself. So I ask the question, how many can at will make the contact with a presence that comes as a feeling of love descending, a feeling so powerful as to exclude all other awareness of a planet? Beloved ones, this can be yours. But you must stop chattering. Stop seeking so many interchanges with others. And those in the valleys of the world, cease then so much television, so much contact, 24 hours a day, with outer things going on, which take your attention and make you worry and have that over-concern that makes you incapable of mobilizing your forces to defeat the whole ball of Maya that is before you. The whole ball of illusion. For a moment in every day you ought to ascend to the heart of that presence, just to know that love that was and ever has been and ever shall be is greater than all of this. In that moment's knowingness and communion, beloved, there is the perspective, the co-measurement, whereby the fiats offered and given are not given as Don Quixote beating the air, but rather as victors, as the omnipotent one, the I Am Presence, who has descended then into your temple. One moment in the arms of the Presence, and your entire life shall change. Your whole life shall be then in the presence of love's great mastery.
I don't know what more Guru can say to his loving chelas, you, me, all of us, in that profound, direct, loving manner. Each word you can say that, is a pearl. And I want to really say, well, I want to, we want to, all of us want to have that presence. But we can say that for whatever reason, this or that. But I think a couple of things that he said, that too much television, too much conversation, too much illusion, too much involvement, engagement with, our attention goes talking to that bird or this or that. And so that really makes us weaker in really getting our energy to really putting our I am presence. I think one way I can suggest talking less, or maybe taking a fast voice fast for a week, or for a day, or for a couple of days, talking less, or and just that, watching yourself, just watching yourself, but talking less. How much energy is really we spend in gossiping and talking and on cell phone, on this. What happens, this is my understanding, when we are engaged in too much outer things, as Almoria ji has said, that we actually puncture, deflate. We deflate our energies from our, that can we go to our higher self and be in communion. I mean, communion means not only giving energy to our higher self, to I'm presence, talking about the Father's Day, I'm present, I'm the Father, receiving back the communication. Is communication two-way communication? What he is telling us. Because we have so many things, negativity, energies, gossip in the way, we don't hear it. We don't get it. And I think that's what Moria is saying, that he says one moment. And I was listening to some Punjabi Shabad yesterday, and the saints have been singing that. And in bhajans are like that, all bhajans, all songs, all hymns in every religion. The saints have singing those kind of things because they feel that communion. When this, you have felt that too. You have felt that at that moment, but you want to prolong it. On his Father's Day, we want to keep it, set our goal that we want to have that lifelong communion, not only a day or minute or hour, or then it goes away. We want to make it a permanent part of our life. So I will make a prayer to Almoria on behalf of all of us, and you can do that the same thing. Why we do like this? We have a 30 seconds pause, and we all say prayer to Almoria or to our I am presence or any Guru Babaji or any master Zarathustra or anyone, Jesus Christ, or just say a prayer. What you want to say, Father's Day, what you want to be really have an extra mile of reaching out to your higher self this day forward on Father's Day. So let's have a 30-second pause as we make our prayers. Please do that, all of you, in your heart, however you feel that. Beloved Bapu El Moria, beloved I am that I am our Father. We as your chelas, as your sons and daughters of God, of I am that I am presence. We implore you on Father's Day, all the Sunday Master of the Himalayas and all the Master of the world, Ascended Master beloved Babaji, and everyone to help everyone to take that leap of faith in the arms, in the lap of I am that I am, as we ask your help, beloved, and we will do our part. We'll do our part to help us like a little child to have that what Almoria, we heard from Almoria's these precious words that we want to walk the talk. Just as we want to just say some things and forget it. We want to walk our talk day by day. So help us, God. Om. Amen. Okay, we're going to move forward with Babaji. So this was remember I said two parts of the Father consciousness. One is the I am presence. We heard about that. So to Father's Day. Second part is the today's Father's Day. So back in 1979, June 17, 1979 in California, I was there, and Mahavatar Babaji gave his dictation. It's about 17 minute long. Also, but before we do that, we're going to play that also. It's audio, it's not on video. Uh, but I like you to I like to give a little profile of Babaji. A lot of you know that who is Mahavatar Babaji. So I put something from the TSL encyclopedia yesterday. You can do the same thing. It was much more information, and I took a very few paragraphs. So Jay, can we have those few paragraphs, and maybe both of us, both you and I can read a paragraph in take our turn. This is a picture of Mahavatar Babaji that was picture was taken from the autobiography of a yogi that art Paramahansa Yogananda ji explained how Babaji, because he was Babaji appeared to him always, appeared to him, he was with him always. Babaji sent Paramahansa Yogananda to America for Kriya Yoga, teaching to the chelas in the West, you know, and this was the this was the picture or the profile or he explained to the artist Yogananda ji. An artist drew this picture. So I got this picture the from the book. It is also in TSL encyclopedia, by the way. I copied from there. You can see Babaji's eyes are looking up in the etheric plane. He's looking at his I am presence. He's looking at his I am presence. So this is the way. It's a that's the way you want to when you want to become one with the Guru, with I am present, that is the way I think you have to keep your attention uninterrupted on your I am presence or Paramatma 24/7. You become integrated, you become one. Your word comes from your mouth is the word of your I am presence. That is the meaning of really walking and talking as an unnecessary master Babaji, like he is. Okay, so Jay, can you read first paragraph, please? And I'll read the The next one.
Babaji is an unascended master of the Himalayas. He has become well known in the West through the writings of Paramahansa Yogananda. Babaji has chosen to forego the ascension by reason of the Bodhisattva ideal, which means that he desires to remain on earth until everyone has won their freedom. He remains in a body of flesh in a cave in Himalayas, yet he is able to dematerialize his body at will and carry himself and his followers from one part of the world to another.
Yes, thank you. Anyone else like to read? Like to ask from the audience before I will do that. Anyone can raise your hand. I think I like to give you opportunity to read next paragraph. Just maybe up from the uh, according to Yogananda. Yeah, okay. Azalea ji, please. Please.
According to Yogananda, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Thank you.
According to Yogananda, Babaji has never disclosed his family origin, birthplace, or birth date. He speaks generally in Hindi but also converses easily in any language. Yogananda says that this Guru bears no mark of age on his body. He appears to be a youth of not more than 25, fair skinned, of medium build and height. Babaji's beautiful, strong body radiates a perceptible glow. His eyes are dark, calm, and tender. His long, lustrous hair is copper colored. He has lived for many centuries amid the Himalayan snows.
Thank you. Thank you. Azalea ji, maybe
Thank you.
can have Mohani ji next paragraph, and then we can Sarika ji wrap it up.
Yogananda's Sanskrit tutor was a disciple of Babaji who had spent time with the master in the Himalayas. He said of Babaji, "The peerless master moves with his group from place to place in the mountains. Babaji can be seen or recognized by others only when he so desires. He is known to have appeared in many slightly different forms to various devotees, sometimes with beard and mustache, and sometimes without them. His undecayable body requires no food. The master therefore seldom eats."
Thank you.
Should I?
Yes, Sarika ji. Thank you, Mohini ji.
During a dictation in 1988, Surya explained that Babaji was present, floating in the lotus posture, beaming intense and fiery love, remaining at the interval and the nexus between the crystal spheres of the spirit matter cosmos. This unascended master of the Himalayas does come to demonstrate to you what is the victory of the mother flame, how Ascension's flame was as a buoyant fount of light may become the lotus pad.
Thank you so much, all of you. There's much more than that in our Babaji that you can read from chapter 33 of the autobiography of a yogi. That is full of explanation. That chapter 33 is so much light in there, and also TSL encyclopedia that you can put the word Babaji in the search column and will go to this page that I have copied. But we want to look at today on Father's Day. We want to ask Babaji. We want to implore Babaji because we are on our journey to the magnifying or manifesting or imitating the ruby ray qualities of Babaji's heart, which is I was thinking about what ruby ray quality that I look at when I was listening to his dictation, and all these years I have been kind of following or knowing Babaji. One thing that I say is his heart is heart of fire. Like we talk about Zarathustra, yeah, they worship fire. So heart of fire means what? Heart of fire means intensity, single pointedness, single vision, determination, willpower, getting the things done. And your voice shows that. Your eyes shows that. Your body shows that. You can see body, the body of Babaji iron, like a solid body. Look at his eyes, look at his everything. We're going to be listening to his dictation, 8 minute long, 1979. I was there in California when that dictation was given, and 1979. Uh, and I was told I did not go to that day. The dictation was given. So I was the guard of the ashram that day, because you have to take the role of a who's going to be guard that day. It was on a given Sunday, so so the dictation was given like a place called Camelot, which is a little further away from where I was in Pasadena, California, like 1 hour away by road. So people came back from when the event was over, like in the afternoon, like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Just Paul, we had a dictation from Babaji. I said, who's Babaji? I didn't know that at that time. But I had read the book on autobiography of a yogi. I know a little bit about that. So that particular afternoon, I heard his dictation on an audio tape, because we used to get the audio tape same day. So I heard his dictation, and I just heard it. I felt the fire of his heart, and and it was of Father's Day, by the way, June 17. Today is June 18. So we can say that, how after all these years, the vibration, the presence, the intensity, the light, the energy of the master when a dictation is given is the same. People may say that, oh, I was not there. It was 1979. I was many years ago. Maybe it applies to me. That are the thoughts coming from our lower self, our negative mind that like to keep us away. But the light of God is always there. Light of the Master, who is one with the God, is always there. It's up to the chela, and that's what I will not say much. I like us to feel the intensity and the fire of Babaji's 8 minute long dictation, and you can hear that. If you want it, I can. I think I posted it also on the some excerpts of that. I posted it on the WhatsApp 2 paragraphs. But I think I posted on the. I remember that I posted it last week also on the Facebook. It is picture and is the same dictation, so you can read those words also from the Facebook. Okay, all yours, Jay, my friend.
I am Babaji. I choose to speak. By the authority of the Darjeeling Council, on behalf of the unascended brotherhood of the Himalayas, for we come forth, and we come to sponsor now true chelas of the path, who will wear the mantle of the ascension, white and bright. I come in the person of Father, as I am called. I come to pierce and penetrate the veil. I come to expose those false ones who have misrepresented us. They are named, and their names hang with the sword of Damocles that is upon their head. I say, let them be exposed, for we will have the victory of all chelas in the dispensation of the great white brotherhood. I come, my hand is upon the shoulder of our messenger. I stand and I declare to the world, let those who would be chelas of Krishna, of Yogananda, of the great light of Kali, of Brahma, of Vishnu, of Shiva, and of the saints who have gone before, let those who would follow Guru Nanak and all the rest who have risen from the lotus flower of the mother, hear now, your initiations are required of you this day, and the ascended masters we'll give them, as these are the initiations required of your souls. I stand with Moria, my friend of long standing. I stand with all who have gone before. This is a time of intense terror in the earth. We summon the light of Mu, and we go after you, O Chelas. Now hear our word crackling across the etheric plane, the mental plane, the emotional plane, and the physical plane. For we are the unascended masters, for we have chosen to be Mother Light for you. In Mater, for your blessed victory, we come. We will intensify that ascension fire, and you will simply have to get over your desire to be the removed one set apart, and in meditation and in unreality, when there is a victory to be won and a battle to enter. We are in the midst. We have always been in the midst. Therefore, gaze into our eye and know that we love you. We will not pass you by. We will not leave you into a dead ritual. We will come. We declare ourselves. Now then, prove your Chilaship by your awareness of our vibration and our presence, for it is up to you to know the teacher and the guru. I am here. Where are you, O souls who call to me, but remove yourselves among the psychics and their imitation of our light? Well, I penetrate now. I penetrate with that inner light. You have called. You will receive it. And do not be surprised that it will disturb your world, for I will disturb you so long as you call my name and use my name in your service. And I will disturb you until you set aside that psychic activity, that personality cult, and come into the law of the One. This is no time for dalliance and separation. This is time that the body of God should wake up. This is no time to go into nirvana. The cycles of the Buddha are to come out from nirvana and be here where life is suffering. I demand that you take the violet flame if you desire to continue to have our sponsorship in the many varied activities and schools following the masters of India. The violet flame is our coming, and we are one with the violet flame masters. Test me by my vibration. Ask me and I will come to your life. Don't you dare deny me or my messenger until you have demanded proof and more proof. For I will give it, I will come, and I will growl with Himalaya until you know that the God star Sirius is my home also. And I am with the legions of the mighty Blue Eagle, and I am here, and I will not take no for an answer. If you are of the light, you may first fight with Babaji, and when I have fought and won, I will teach you how to defeat the demons. So I have come. I have broken the silence, and all of the masters of the Himalayas gather with me, for this is their Father's Day, and they have increased the planetary light of Father in answer to your call, in answer to the call of Moria. We know him. Do not speak with those who say they have never heard of Moria. Simply invoke his vibration, his name with ours as we do, and let him be the tester of their souls as he is ours too. We follow him, for he has passed beyond the veil. He then holds the light of Mother as we hold it too. We will not leave him or you. Now you who hear me, go find those souls trapped in the false paths of the false gurus of India, and let them hear my message. Let them hear my word. Do not fear to show them the face of the messenger or the sound of my voice. Then let them choose, and do not leave them without the light and sign of Astreya. I am Babaji. I am here because I am not anywhere else, but everywhere. The breaking of the silence that he spoke of was the opening of the door to the transmission of the word from the unascended masters of the Himalayas, those who are masters of time and space and God consciousness, but who have chosen not to take the ritual of the ascension, rather to anchor the light of the Mother in the matter planes. Once you take your ascension, the record remains of your victory, but your focus and intensity is in the spirit octaves, and then it must be invoked to the matter planes by Chilas, yet in embodiment. So there is a reason for the path of the bodhisattvas who serve in matter, and there is a reason for the path of the bodhisattvas who serve as ascended masters. Kuan Yin is an ascended master, but a bodhisattva, which means she has dedicated herself to keeping the flame of life for earth until the victory of all sentient beings. Whereas other ascended masters may fulfill the requirements of their offices, graduate to other offices, and go on to cosmic service. So certain of the ascended masters have vowed not to leave earth until the resolution of her karma, until all are ascended, or until the cosmic councils have made other decisions. So there are bodhisattvas in the matter spheres. If you are not acquainted with Babaji, you should be. And you can become acquainted through the reading of the Autobiography of a Yogi by Paramahansa Yogananda. For Babaji is the sponsoring master of Lahiri Mahasha, who sponsored Sri Yukteswar, who sponsored Yogananda. And that direct lineage and descent brings us to the feet of the Himalayan Brotherhood, who sits at the feet of the Ascended Masters in the vast chain of being.
So that was the fiery heart of Babaji. You heard it, you felt it, and, and you can actually ask Babaji, he said, you can use his name, and he also said you can ask Babaji for proof of what I do is when I have a situation like I'm not sure whether I should be going this way or that way, and I want to take a step. I say, Babaji, I'm not sure. What is so? Give me proof that I want to go this way, but give me proof that is the right way. Give me proof of that direction, and you know that you reckon. But he has offered that, what I like to share with you. There is another mantra that he has written in his book, Autobiography of a Yogi, on the chapter 33, Om Kriya Babaji Namaha. Om Kriya Babaji Namaha. So you can chant that. He said, when you devotee chants that mantra, he instantly responds to that. He instantly replies to that mantra, So that is his mantra, I won't say key mantra, but that is his mantra that he has given through Yogananda ji in that book. Also, he talked about his psychics quite 2 or 3 times. What are these? People may say, oh, I have a so-and-so guru. I am not saying that the guru may be psychic, guru may not be psychic. but the word of the psychic can be explained by personality cult. He used the word personality cult. So if a psychic guru uses his personality name, you call to me for everything, I can take care of you. That is called personality cult. So he stands between the soul and the I am presence or God, as someone in a very subtle way, not sometimes obvious way, but subtle, very subtle way. People do not see that. Obvious way people can see that when the guru says that, but they're very clever. The psychic gurus are very clever. I would like you to know that if you do not know that. So they hide behind, they will say a lot of things accurate about the about God, about the teachings, but here and there they will put something that there's opinion and there's personality cult, and people do not see that. A lot of chelas are so much, oh, he's saying so many good things, he has taken care of my life, everything, whatever I ask him, he takes care of that, those kind of things. So it's all right if he have this imperfection or that, this and that. They don't call it imperfection anyway. So that's how the psychics work on the mind. I would like to ask you what what I what I have learned from working with Babaji and as under master teaching. I said to them, I said, Babaji, give me proof. And we have a decree to cyclopedia 50.05. 50.05 is exposing. Let them be exposed. Babaji said that. Let them be exposed in the media. You know how many people, how many of false gurus have been being exposed in India to newspapers over the past 10 years. You know that. And there are many, many more that have not been exposed yet. But go to YouTube. I was looking at YouTube and people are putting YouTube fake gurus, when I was not there. The difference between fake gurus and real gurus. Another person is doing that. So there are many, many things that people are doing that by the grace of God, they're exposing. And these false gurus, psychic gurus, call them, they have a big following, big empires, you know, how we said, all over the world. And they live a lavish life and all that. But the devotees get caught up into that because of whatever reason. So here is Babaji. Babaji has given us clues. He said, use my name or use violet flame. He says that. He will show them the picture of myself, to when talk to people about Babaji. Show them picture of Guru Mind. Babaji's dictation that we call it dictation that is on the Facebook. I put it there. You can copy that one from Facebook. Or you can show them and tell people that. Let Babaji handle that. So it is something that is working with Babaji, working with Anas and the Master of the Himalayas, because working with Kuan Yin is Ascended Master Bodhisattva, and we have there are Anas and the Master Bodhisattvas, and there's so much more knowledge. I can tell you, your life will be already is enriched. It will be so much more enriched, on this Father's Day. We ask Babaji to really open up our heart and use us, heart, heart and hand to whatever as long as we are in the environment, people can see us. People do not see Babaji, but they see us, when we speak of Babaji or Anasande Master or Ascended Master of the Himalayas. Okay, now we are coming to the last part, which is the PowerPoint presentation. I think today is part 14. Okay. Jay, can we have the PowerPoint presentation? I think I'm looking at the clock. So I want to really have about 20 minutes. I want to have some time for question and answer about maybe 10, 15 minutes. So I like to really bring that. Yeah, this is a part 14, mastering the qualities of the ruby ray through the bold or fiery art. Again, I was thinking about the bold art or fiery art, or maybe both are of you can feel the bold fiery heart of Babaji when through his words, how he spoke with the, so that was the message. Let's go to I want to show this. I think I promised everyone I'll show them the slide of the four lower bodies, the seven bodies. What are the four lower bodies? So I think maybe first or second slide, Jay, is about the chart of the presence. Can you bring that one? Yeah. Yeah, this is one. Uh, I think I put another one. I think this one is the old one. Another one. Yeah, this is the one, and then one after that is also. So this is I showed this chart earlier. These are the three upper bodies. The body of the I am first one. First higher body, I am presence. We call the real self. Then the causal body, the rings are around that. There is a second body, then there is a third higher self, which is a this picture of the Vishnuji with four hands, which is the higher mind. And so these are the three upper bodies. Then we have the four lower bodies. Can you show us the? I think I haven't put another one. I think maybe not. Can you go a little further? I think I put those four Buddha sitting inside the Buddha sitting inside the four rings, four spheres, four balls. Maybe I did not. In the very beginning, maybe I forgot.
No, sir, it's not there.
Okay, maybe I forgot. So what is that? Is a four lower bodies are the outermost body. Imagine four rings or four three-dimensional balls. Outermost ball is the etheric, innermost ball is the physical. The outermost ball is the etheric body. Then coming from outer to inside, the next one is the mental body. Third one from outside in is the emotional body. Then the fourth one, the center one, is the physical body. Those are the four lower bodies. That I think I forgot to put the picture over there. So next time I'll have that. So those are the four lower bodies and the three upper bodies that makes us our seven bodies that we are talking about. So this was something that you want to make a note of that. We want to when we purify our four lower bodies, when we from the when you purify our physical body, and then you purify our emotional body, but it works differently. It works from outside in. It works from the etheric body is pure, then it makes the mental body. A second one, when our thoughts are pure, then they affect our emotions. Our emotions are pure, then they affect our physical body. So our all four lower bodies become purer that way. So, but when the physical body is impure, now I'm going to talk about differently. If you have something toxic food or toxic thoughts or toxic feelings, it affects the second body from inside, is the emotional body. Our emotion goes out of whack. We feel like, oh my God, what's going on? Butterflies in the stomach. When our emotional body is out of whack, it affects our mental body. Our thoughts becomes, staggered. So our three bodies are already out of whack now: physical, emotional, and mental. Now it affects the etheric body. Etheric body, it carries the blueprint. It carries the map of the building, and this blueprint is the map of our journey. What we supposed to divine blueprint. It when three bodies are out of whack, they affect the etheric body, the map, the divine blueprint. That is something that you may know, you may not did not know that. So we do not want to be really going in the reverse order, from our physical body to our etheric body. We want to purify our etheric body. How we do that? How we to purify our etheric body? First of all, that we do our meditation, we do our chanting. When you are calm, you are quiet, we hear shabad, we hear bhajans, we do our decrees. They go penetrate the energy from the etheric to the, as I said, to the mental, which are the thoughts. Our thoughts become calm. When thoughts become calm and calmer, they affect our emotions. When emotions become peaceful, feelings become loving, kind, they affect our physical body. Then all four lower bodies are in state of same higher vibration, and that's how we raise our vibration to become one with our three upper bodies. Become in unison. Then when we chant the Om, all seven bodies become a point in our heart chakra, single point in our heart chakra as Om, Tat Sat Om, and Om. And that is the meditation. That's how the masters have become a Sunday masters, or Asan, or Babaji was talking about that. So our dieting is important, of course. How kind of food, because the dieting affects all four bodies. That's why fasting from food, fasting from talking, fasting from spending our energies unnecessarily is important. Not watching too much television. Babaji talked about that. It's a process of self-discipline, determination. And you heard it. Babaji. I heard Babaji's life. He was like Gautama Buddha. He was searching in that embodiment. when he finally decided he's going to sit under a tree and he was not going to get up until he gets enlightenment, like Gautama Buddha. So discipline, self-discipline is the key in the case of everyone. Okay, Jay, let's go back to our presentation. I want to spend some time over there. I have uh, the let's go back to that slide. The 3 slides of Babaji. Yeah, next one. No, I think we have this one. Yeah. Okay, now what I did was I did the same thing. But we read dictations of Babaji. Now I have put the same dictation here. Babaji, I want to talk about this dictation from the perspective of ruby ray quality, because our journey is about how we can manifest. We heard Babaji's dictation. Our human mind will say, "Oh, that was a beautiful dictation. Babaji spoke so nicely, so fiery," and we just forget about it. Well, that is the game that our human mind would like to play with us. It's called making someone an hero, making Babaji or any master a hero, an idol. We don't want to in the teaching of the master. We want, it's called imitation of the Christ, imitation of the Guru. That's what we are trying to do by imitating the ruby qualities of. So I'm going to look at each of the bullet, and we're going to talk about that. I'm going to share with you very quickly what is the ruby quality embedded in that particular bullet. So we need some volunteers who can maybe read one bullet at a time, and I'll see what I can look at it very quickly, the ruby ray quality, and then we can move on to that. So let's see who likes to read the first bullet. Anyone? Okay, I'll do that. I am Babaji. Okay.
मैं पढ़ूं?
Okay, but go ahead, Sarika ji.
Okay, Sarika ji.
I am Babaji. I choose to speak by the authority of the Darjeeling Council on behalf of the Unascended Brotherhood of the Himalayas. For we come forth and we come to sponsor now true chelas of the path, who will wear the mantle of the ascension, white and bright.
Thank you, Sarika ji. What we see in this, suppose you become, you are Babaji, and you use these words to enlighten people. You have a ruby ray quality in your heart. So what you see here, I choose to speak by the authority of the Darjeeling Council. So that is the blue plume of power, of will of God. Doing the ruby ray quality is knowing that you have that authority, because it's a real authority of the I am that I am, which what you speak with. So that is the feeling that we want to aspire to embody. Come forth to sponsor now true chelas. So you'll be looking at chelas at a certain time in the future, that you want to, for the people on the earth, that you want to tell them what you have feel, but with that kind of vision you want to. That is a quality that you want to imbibe in you, that I see that. Next one, uh, if I see any hand, I'll come to that. Otherwise, I'm going to be reading.
Sir, मैं पढ़ूं?
हाँ जी, पढ़िए.
I come in the person of Father as I am called. I come to peace and penetrate the veil. I come to expose those false ones who have misrepresented us. They are named and their names hang with the sword of the Damocles.
Damocles, yeah.
Damocles that is upon their head. I say, let them be exposed. For we will have the victory of all chelas in the dispensations of the Great White Brotherhood.
Thank you. Thank you, Poonam. The word here is many words. I'm looking from the fiery, ruby heart of your heart, my heart, Babaji's heart. The word victory. You can use the word victory in your consciousness from this day forward. Victory is a Sunday master. You become victory, then you use that word victory. Your heart is heart of victory. When you have the sense of victory in everything, that word becomes your byword of your life. So that is another ruby quality of it. Next one, I think we have a Azalea ji.
Yes, sir. I come, my hand is upon the shoulder of our messenger. I stand and I declare to the world, let those who would be chelas of Krishna, of Yogananda, of the great light of Kali, of Brahma, of Vishnu, of Shiva, and of the saints who have gone before, let those who would follow Guru Nanak and all the rest who have risen from the lotus flower of the mother hear now. Your initiations are required of you this day, and the ascended masters will give them, as these are the initiations required of your souls.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Here, I think I'm sure you are looking at it through your own heart, ruby heart. I'm looking at it, through my ruby heart, and I say that you want to give someone, you want to give the light to people. You are, and you know that you are, and as an unascended master Babaji, as a ruby master, even a ascended master, you cannot give everything. They have to, the student have to pass the test called initiations. When you pass the test, then because you know that when they pass the test, they will value that light that they will receive. So you have that kind of vision. You're holding that your student will pass those tests. It's called holding the immaculate concept for your student. It's a quality of the Ruby heart. Holding the immaculate concept, which Mother Mary does that, by the way, and all your Sunday Master have the quality of the Ruby quality. So that is one way to look at it. Okay, now we have next bullet number 4. Any more volunteers? Okay, now who's going to be Sarika ji?
I stand with Maurya, my friend of long standing. I stand with all who have gone before. This is a time of intense terror in the earth. We summon the light of Mu, and we go after you, O Chelas.
Can read the next one too, please.
Now hear our word crackling across the etheric plane, the mental plane, the emotional plane, and the physical plane. For we are the unascended masters, for we have chosen to be mother light for you in martyr, for your blessed victory.
Thank you, Sarika ji. What again, as you can read it from your Ruby Ray heart, what I see from is we summon the light of Mu. Mu is the island of Lemuria, where the Pacific Ocean is right now. There was a golden age civilization over there, and when that when that um, continent went underwater, the light was brought to India, by the way. So, so we have so Babaji is one of the reasons why Babaji is saying that, because there's a lot of light in India. Babaji and Jesus and all the masters, they know that. So they know your soul, they know my soul, they know our record, Akashic record of our journey to this point where we are. We do not know that, but they know that. So they say we summon you or Chelas. So that is, sometimes we think about ourselves, oh, I'm not worthy, I'm this and that. But master do not look up at us that way. That is my, and so I think that is a etheric plane. I mentioned to you about etheric plane, mental plane, emotional plane. We have a plane or bodies. Also, there are 4 planes also on the earth and all the universe also. So we are this micro level and macro level. So these are how the light comes from the etheric plane, the light, then to mental, second one, then the emotional, and then the physical plane, all of us. So next one we have Gary. Okay, Gary, my friend, can read the next two bullets, please, Gary.
We come, we will intensify that ascension fire, and you will simply have to get over your desire to be the removed one, set apart, and in meditation and in unreality, when there is a victory to be won and a battle to enter. We are in the midst. We have always been in the midst. Therefore, gaze into our eye and know that we love you. We will not pass you by, and we will not leave you to a dead ritual. We will come, we declare ourselves. Now then, prove your cheerleadership by your own awareness and our vibration of our presence. For it is up to you to know the teacher and the guru. I am here. where are you? Our souls who might call to see me, but remove yourselves among the psychics and their imitation of our light.
Thank you. Thank you, Gary. There is, I think Mother Guru Ma explained about we declare ourselves. I think that was the point. So that was the dictation, first dictation given by Babaji, 1979, Summit Lighthouse Organization. So that was a declaring ourselves. We can look at it that way also. So, so as a Ruby Ray heart, I think any ascended master who declares himself, it's love of his heart, because there is certain dispensation, certain accountability, certain responsibility, that we have a permission from the lords of karma or cosmic council to give a dictation or declare themselves. So there is the love of the heart, of your heart, ruby heart, that shows that how much the father parent loves a child, to come to say, I declare ourselves because I love you. I don't want you to know about that I'm always there for you. Now you use my name, you call to me. Now I'm no more in the hiding. Now you know me. So that is the and Ruby Ray quality of going an extra mile for the love of of, 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 of the people, of us, people, that the sons and daughters on the earth, who do not know where to go. Next one. Okay, Sarika ji.
Well, I penetrate now. I penetrate with that inner light. You have called. You will receive it. And do not be surprised that it will disturb your world, for I will disturb you so long as you call my name and use my name in your service. And I will disturb you until you set aside that psychic activity, that personality cult, and come into the law of the one.
Next one also,
Th-
please.
This is no time for dalliance and separation. This is time that the body of God should wake up. This is no time to go into nirvana. The cycles of the Buddha are to come out from nirvana and be here where life is suffering.
Thank you. Thank you, Sarika ji. I think what he is saying is that I will disturb you. What does that mean? Some people don't think, I don't want to be disturbed. I am happy the way I am. Disturbance means I won't say pain or gain kind of thing, but it's like the substance, negative substance has to come out. And you have to give up something to get something. So I think it's like when you go to gym, you have to do some hard work. That's kind of thing. But in the spiritual level, you can say that masters are there. They want to show us like a student. When you are all students. When you are learning, we have to stay up at night. We had to inconvenience. You have to give our sleep. We have to, remember our homework to do all those kind of things. That's what he's talking about. But on the long run, looking at a long run, we become a Sunday master. That's what he's talking about. Okay, Azilia ji, next two
Yes, sir.
paragraphs.
I demand that you take the violet flame if you desire to continue to have our sponsorship in the many varied activities and schools following the Masters of India. The violet flame is our coming, and we are one with the violet flame masters. Test me by my vibration. Ask me, and I will come to your life. Don't you dare deny me or my messenger until you have demanded proof and more proof. For I will give it. I will come, and I will growl with Himalaya until you know that the god star Sirius is my home also. And I am with the legions of the mighty blue eagle, and I am here.
Thank you. Couple of points. The word dare, don't you? The word dare. How can you use the word dare? Unless you love, you're bold. The word bold comes only with the Holy Spirit, by the way. When you have Holy Spirit, you are bold. You're fiery. Your word comes from your mouth. What is Holy Spirit? Holy Spirit is in Christianity we call it Holy Spirit. In Hinduism we call it Shiva. Different names. But there's a fire breath. What comes out of your mouth. The life-sustaining heartbeat. So that is a because of what the Walla flame decrees. While using a Walla flame, so that is another invitation for us to really tell people or ourselves to use the Walla flame. And then he said, I growl with Himalaya. There's a Sunday master called Himalaya, who is the father of Parvati ji. You know, is the father-in-law of Shiva, married to his daughter, Shiva. So Himalaya is a Sunday master. He also is a sponsor of the root race. Also, you can find more about Lord Himalaya in the TSL Encyclopedia. You put the word Himalaya, and you'll find out that he's a he's a loving master who sponsored many souls. I think fifth root race. There's seven root races, altogether that we know of. So he's a sponsor of the fifth root race. Many of us are part of that. Anything else, Jay, or is it the last one? I think is it last slide? I think, right? I think this is the one. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I think this is the one.
So this one is a new one. This is the last one.
Okay, that's one. Okay, sorry, Kaji.
And I will not take no for an answer. If you are of the light, you may first fight with Babaji, and when I have fought and won, I will teach you how to defeat the demons. So I have come, I have broken the silence, and all of the masters of the Himalayas gather with me, for this is their Father's Day, and they have increased the planetary light of Father in answer to your call, in answer to the call of Moria.
Thank you. So in answer to Universal Father's Day, to defeat the demons of, I think Moria talked about that indulgence, demons of indulgence, television and gossip and talking and, not being careful about our thoughts, where our thoughts are going and our feelings are going and our words are going and our actions are going. So that's why I say that those, I think Moria gave a lot of keys also along those lines. So I'm going to read those last two paragraphs, wrap it up. We know him. This is he talk about El Moria. We know him. Do not speak with those who say that they have never heard of Moria. Simply invoke his vibration, his name with ours, as we do, and let him be the tester of their souls, as he is ours too. We follow him, for he has passed beyond the veil. He then holds the light of Mother, as we hold it too. We will not leave him or you. So that is a please make a note of that. He will not. He will not. We Al Moria and Babaji and all the Sunday Master. But take this card blanche or rain check, from Babaji. He will not leave you or this day forward when you invoke him. Last bullet. Jay, you want to read that last bullet, please?
Now, you who hear me, go find those souls trapped in the false paths of the false gurus of India, and let them hear my message. Let them hear my word. Do not fear to show them the face of the messenger or the sound of my voice. Then let them choose, and do not leave them without the light and sign of Astrea. I am Babaji. I am here because I am not anywhere but everywhere.
So I think that was very profound, very appropriate message for Father's Day to remember Babaji. I can speak about myself much more about, I think you might have your personal stories with Babaji, but I always feel Babaji is with me, from 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 many years, since I heard his name in 1979, So he's always there. He will be always your guardian, your guard, your guide. You use it. Please call him to help you in every little project that you need in your life on your Father's Day. Put your hand like a little baby, walk with your father, and he has given us many offers to do that. So I'm going to stop right here. I have a couple of announcements I want to make. Then I'll see. I think time is running out. Maybe we'll have time for question and answer, maybe not, But I think I like to let me make announcement, then I'll see what we can do. Some of you may want to go. So next Tuesday, of course, is that we have the Wall of Flame on June 20th from 6 to 8 a.m. I know many of you have been joining. So I think that's something that you can join for half an hour or more. I will send a reminder always to people on a day before, or also on the Tuesday morning. I'll send we are now. So please don't mind if you get too many reminders from me. I think we all need that. When I was the teaching, the master told us that we should be reminded because we do forget that. Second message is next Sunday, June 25th. We will be wrapping up our decrees for the month of June that we have been doing. So please, Poonam will be calling you, or you can, if you do not have logging your hours, you want to have the total of those hours on next service, and you want to offer them to the masters for the, that like we always do for the month of June. And also we'll be starting a new matrix, decree matrix for the month of July that I'll be presenting over there. Now, here are some of the key announcements. There's a conference coming up in Montana, month of July. So, for the whole month of July, except July 30th and 31st. July 30th is Sunday. July 31st is Monday. So we do actually. July 31st is actually it goes into August. Actually, Tuesday is going to be. So we only have one service in July 30th. Actually, for on some one Sunday only. I will not be doing any services, I call them services or meetings on Zoom for the whole month of July. We will not have any wall flame services all decrease also for the whole month of July. You know, but so that is something you can do. Your decrees that I'm going to be revealing, or we'll be doing next Sunday, you can do at home and you can log in your hours. Why? Because I'm going to Montana for a conference, that starts. I'm trying to negotiate with people in Montana a free conference number, password they can give us, called Essentials of the Teachings, 6-day conference, the essentials of the teaching is the teaching for the new people like us, like many of us, it's not too advanced, so there's from June 29 to July 3rd, 6 days. So I'm negotiating with them. If I got the password, if I'm successful, I will send you that password. I know there's a time difference of 12 hours, that you may not be able to, be there always on their time, but they always archive if you miss something, you can always listen to them afterwards. So there'll be something that you can be part of. This is something they do that via uh, Zoom, actually, so you have a Zoom password. I'll give you that and everything else that I can. I'm working on that. Hopefully by next Sunday, I'll have some more information to pass on to you. So you will be part of that conference, essential conference for the 6 days in month of July, but, and then you can do your own degree. So that's all I have to say. I think I'm looking at the clock. So, your time to wrap it up. So, Jay, would you like to give a sealing invocation before we? Uh, I,
Sir,
I
I
don't
would
know.
like you to do it, sir.
Okay, I'll do it. I'm not sure if people want to stay for question and answers or not. I think maybe we should not, because it might be too late. People may have to do something in the evening. Over there, I think it's probably 5:30 over there PM. I don't know. How about one or two questions? If someone has a burning question, one or two. Bhavna ji, welcome. Indermohan ji, welcome. If you have one or two questions, I can. Then I will not take too much time beyond it. Otherwise, I'll seal it. That's
सर गीतांजलि जी का क्वेश्चन था कि बाबा जी को अनअसेंडेड मास्टर्स क्यों कहते हैं, मास्टर क्यों कहते हैं, तो आई थिंक उनको उनका आंसर मिल गया होगा.
yeah. I think Guru Ma explained that Gitanjali ji at the end. We all of us have a choice at the end of this life, either become an unascended master like Babaji, or become a ascended master like Malmoria or other masters, So, or like Wanian, become a ascended master, Bodhisattva, the third option, both. So we are all given, when we are an unascended master, we can work closely with people on the earth until everyone has ascended. When we are ascended master, we work mostly with, as Guru Ma explained, with people on the other side, we do not have that many choices to work people on the earth until the chelas want us to. or decrease. That's what Guru Ma explained. So that is the difference. I hope you got the answer there, right?
Yes, sir. I received the answers. I think today's dictation explained many things, and it
Yeah.
was just out of curiosity. And I think today's teachings were very, very profound. I got my answers. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Very welcome. So, if any other question, otherwise I can.
सर कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं है.
Okay. All right. I'm going to say it. Thank you. Almighty God, in the name of the I am that I am, beloved Babaji, beloved Master Moria, beloved all the Heavenly Father, our I am presence in each and every one of us. We are so profoundly grateful for this dispensation, this teaching, this knowledge, this wisdom, this love, this God power, all that you have given us, Divine Mother, Guru Ma, beloved Ascended Master, Mother Flame, and Divine Mother, in all of us. We are so profoundly, lovingly offer ourselves to ask you this step forward. We place our hand in the hand of Babaji and Almoria and all the masters, that we ask you to please help us walk as we take the first step. You help us to propel in our resolution, in our service, in our determination, in our fire of our heart, in our will to really do what we are doing, the will of God, and help ourselves, help others, so we can become that pillar, lighthouse of being, our heart, our mind, our soul, our body. We ask you, beloved Archangel Michael, come now and seal these energies in the heart of everyone who's gathered on, and who will hear our message on the Facebook, on the YouTube, on the other different social media venues, that they may totally be blessed with this Father's Day light from the heart of ascended and unascended masters of the global consciousness. In the holy name of God, I am that I am. In the name of Sanat Kumara Kartikya, in the name of Aura Mazda, it is done, it is finished, it is sealed. For the mouth of the Lord has spoken it. Om, I am that I am. Amen. Thank you, all of you. God bless you. Have a blessed evening and a blessed Father's Day evening for service, and walk this step forward in the light of the I am that I am. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.